on what you owe the day. You opened your eyes this morning, and whether you noticed or not, something extraordinary happened. Light found its way to you. Air filled your lungs without being asked. The world, in its strange and stubborn generosity, offered you another day. I wonder if you paused, even for a breath, to consider what that means. I write to you not because you are failing at anything, but because I have watched, in myself and in those I love, a peculiar tendency to sleepwalk through the very thing we claim to want most. We say we want more time, more life, more chances to do what matters. And then a perfectly good Tuesday arrives, and we treat it as though it were merely something to survive. We sigh at the morning. We wait for the weekend. We live as though the days we are wasting are not made of the same precious substance as the days we are saving ourselves for. It would be comical, this habit of ours, if it were not so quietly tragic. We hoard our gold coins and toss our hours out the window like stale bread. Consider this. You did not earn today. You did not fill out an application for it, submit references, or prove yourself worthy of its arrival. It came to you freely, the way sunlight falls on both the garden and the gutter without discrimination. And because it was free, you may be tempted to treat it as cheap. But the most valuable things in this life have always arrived without a price. The smell of bread baking in a warm kitchen. The sound of someone you love laughing in the next room. The moment after rain, when every leaf holds a small, trembling world of light. These things cost nothing. They are also worth everything. The day you have been given is like this: unearned, unpriced, and irreplaceable. So what then do you owe it? I think you owe it your attention. Not the fractured, anxious half-attention we have grown so skilled at offering, where the body sits at the table, but the mind is 3 rooms away, rehearsing tomorrow or relitigating yesterday. I mean the kind of attention a craftsman gives to wood beneath a plane, or a child gives to a beetle crossing a stone. Full, quiet, absorbed presence. You owe the day the courtesy of actually being in it. This is harder than it sounds, and I suspect you already know that. The mind is a restless creature. It would rather be anywhere but here, anyone but you, in any moment but this one. It takes a gentle, persistent hand to bring it back. Not a violent hand, not a punishing one. A patient hand. The way you might guide a wandering dog back to the path, again and again, with affection rather than anger. You also owe the day your honesty. Not performance, not the bright and polished version of yourself you present when you are trying to be admired. Just you, in your full and sometimes awkward humanity. There is a particular freedom in deciding that today you will not pretend. That you will say what you mean, ask for what you need, admit what you do not know, and let your face show what your heart actually feels. I have noticed that people are far more beautiful when they stop trying to be impressive. A stumbling, honest sentence moves me more than the most elegant speech delivered from behind a mask. The day does not need your perfection. It needs your willingness to show up, unfinished, and do what you can with what you have. And here is something that might surprise you. You owe the day your gladness. Not forced cheerfulness, not the grinning denial of real suffering, but a genuine willingness to notice what is good and to let it land. We are so practiced at cataloguing what is wrong. We can list our grievances with astonishing fluency. But ask us what made today beautiful, and we go quiet. We stammer. We have not been paying that kind of attention. Try it now. Think of something small and good that happened recently. Perhaps a stranger held a door. Perhaps you stepped outside and the air was cool in a way that made your whole body soften. Perhaps you watched a bird land on a branch and felt, for one unguarded moment, that the world was not broken at all. These moments are everywhere, scattered through your days like coins on a path. But you must be willing to bend down and pick them up. Joy is not passive. It is a practice, and like all practices, it deepens with repetition. I want to say something about the small things, because I believe they are where most of life actually lives. We imagine that meaning resides in the grand events, the promotion, the journey, the declaration of love. And sometimes it does. But far more often, meaning is hiding in the ordinary, in the way you wash a dish with care, not because anyone is watching, but because the act itself deserves your presence. In the way you listen to a friend, fully and without hurrying, letting them feel the rare luxury of being heard. In the warmth of a cup held in both hands on a cold morning, that small cathedral of heat between your palms. These things matter. They are not a prelude to your real life. They are your real life. If you are waiting for something grander to arrive before you begin paying attention, I must tell you with all the love I have, you are missing it. The magnificent thing is already here, wearing the humble clothes of an ordinary afternoon. There is also the matter of how you treat the people who share this day with you. Every soul you encounter today is carrying something you cannot see. The person who is short with you at the market, the friend who cancels plans, the stranger who seems to have forgotten how to smile. They are all in the middle of their own bewildering lives, fighting battles that would move you to tears if you could see them clearly. You owe the day your patience with these fellow travelers, not because they have earned it, but because you know what it is like to be struggling and to receive unexpectedly a moment of warmth from someone who did not have to give it. These small mercies ripple outward in ways we never see. A kind word spoken at the right moment can change the entire shape of someone's afternoon, and a changed afternoon can change a life. So here is what I ask of you. Tomorrow, when you wake, before the day begins its usual rush, take one slow breath and acknowledge what has happened. You are here. The light has found you again. The hours ahead are not obstacles to endure, but rooms to enter, each one holding something you have not yet discovered. Move through them with care. Notice what you can. Offer what you have. Let the day know that you were in it, truly in it, and that you did not take a single unearned hour for granted. The day does not ask you to be extraordinary. It only asks that you be present, that you be kind, and that you remember, even briefly, how unlikely and beautiful it is that you are here at all. That is the debt. And paying it is not a burden. It is, I promise you, one of the deepest pleasures you will ever know.